Okay, just to get it right out of the way, this is not the final episode of this world. This is not a big transitionary episode. There, actually, maybe that's not true. There is some stuff that is going to be significant in this episode, or at least leading into the next episode. But we do prepare the Teleportato, as you saw there. We do not activate it though. That will be for later on. For now, though, we are just going to be delivering the components to their proper locations. So now that I'm ready to go, we're going to head right on out of our base. Say goodbye to our friendly tree guard friends, who may be useful in the future for taking care of hounds, any other hostile encounters that we can't deal with on our own, even giants. I have actually seen a deer clops fall to just a single tree guard, and it was very impressive to watch. I was very happy to have that tree guard on my side that day, because otherwise that deer clops would have absolutely well, no, actually it did destroy my base. That was after the fact, but I at least got my revenge by having that deer clops killed by a tree guard I had spawned. It's funny stuff. I mean, honestly, some of the best stuff that happens in this game is stuff that happens just within the environment without your tampering, or with some indirect tampering that leads to the world versus its own environment, and you're just kind of an onlooker. Like, you really are within a living, breathing world, and different creatures do fight each other, and that's an aspect about it that I really love. Anyways, I'm just kind of filling out the map a little bit here, or maybe I'm not filling out the map here. I guess I have parts of it filled out for the most part, except for once I get down here. I was kind of looking for the ring thing location. I was just curious as to where it was. And right there, I was just checking to make sure we were on the right path. So here's two pigmen, which is interesting. They're secluded from the other pigmen, but they live pretty close together, so it's a funny coincidence. They are pigmen neighbors, partners in crime. Anyways, yeah, a lot of hugging the coastline. I do this a lot. I know I do. But it helps fill out each area. Even if you don't go in every little nook and cranny, you can kind of get the general shape of a landmass and understand, okay, you know, this is how much of it that I have to actually fill out, which is useful for later on. You know, if you don't explore everything in one go, even if you want to, if you just kind of hug around the edges, that at least gets you an idea of what goes where and all that. So now that we're at the wooden thing, we are going to place each component. So the crank thing, the box thing, the ring thing, and lastly the metal potato thing. Now that's all there. The machine has become active, and if we interact with it, we can journey onwards, destroying our current world, but retaining whatever inventory we have and moving us to a second world. You can also change your character during the world transition, which is how some people like to, I guess, start off characters. Like with WX, you can save up gears in your first world, and then move into the second world, have the gears in that world as well as a reserve from the previous world. So, and then with Woodie, some people will get Glomer's flower, and they'll bring it to the next world, and then select Woodie so that he can have a Glomer buddy. But actually, that ties in with what I had mentioned about the lore plan a couple of episodes ago. And right here, just to humor Lucy, I cut another tree down. But yeah, talking about Glomer, I think I might have discussed the fact that he cannot be befriended as Woodie, but I'd like to amend that statement, because in recent times I've been going around on Clay Entertainment's Don't Starve forums, where I link in the video description with each episode. But I actually found out that there is a method that may work to get Glommer to be your companion even on World 1, despite the Werebeaver curse during the full moon. And the method by which you would do that is you actually would plant a lore plant basically right next to the Glommer statue, so that when the full moon happens, the flower would be eaten immediately by one of the eye plants. And then if you can kill the lore plant in Werebeaver form within 20 seconds before it digests the flower, Glommer's flower, which shouldn't be too hard, granted you're a Werebeaver and you don't lose too much health. Really, the eye plants aren't that hard to fight, and with the Werebeaver's offensive capabilities, he would pretty much tear through the thing. I may be able to do that, so whenever I get the opportunity, you can be sure as hell. I love Glommer, and I will be attempting to showcase this as soon as I can. We don't have another full moon for another couple of days, so we'll have some time in between to worry about other stuff, but for my next recording session, it will definitely be a factor that I will be trying to keep aware of, and I might spend a day or two preparing for. So, that said, we're into the night of day 36. A very impressive milestone to reach, and like I said, because the harsh seasons tend to last about 15 days, and this summer began on day 21 of our playthrough. Day 36 may be our last day of summer, and in fact, I'm just gonna spoil it for you right now. This is our last day of summer. Summer will have ended. That doesn't mean that there isn't a transitional period where it's still hot as hell and you still want to have the summer frost on during the autumn. But it means that things are cooling down, things won't smolder anymore, and in general we are just a lot safer than we were in the summer, basically. So harsh season is finally behind us. Thank goodness for that, and we can take a load off and explore more long term now. So that's really fortunate. Unfortunately, we were never able to actually see the dragonfly, the giant of summer. Now that it's our second actual season in this playthrough, we were technically able to encounter giants, but the firefly just didn't show up. I've never actually seen the autumn giant in any game, and right there I just got really excited because it's the end of summer. I mean, if there's any good reason to get excited, then that's it, because dear lord, there's nothing that makes me happier than successfully making it through a tough summer. And this one's been very nice to us, and I'm still freaking out a little bit here. I'm sorry, I got very excited during the recording. Anyways, I decided that was as good a point as any to end it off, so cut off the video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed the series up to this point. I will be recording more soon, and I will see you all next time. So, thank you for watching. Goodbye.